Hello everyone and welcome to the online class. Let's study maths together. In maths, we are going to continue with geometry today. This is the 8th learning class for it. Let us look at the objective for today's class. The objective is we will be able to define vertically opposite angles. You can pause this video now to write this in your notebook. Let's come back and now we can start our class. First, let us recall some important concepts. First, let us see what are the names of these lines. You can see the first diagram, the first picture on your screen. You need to guess which type of lines are these. And now, we are going to see another picture where you can see two different kinds of lines over here. And now let us see the third and the final type of line. You can pause this video now to try to guess what are the names of these lines. Let's come back and now we will see what are the names. The first one is parallel lines. The first picture, as you can see these two lines going next to each other but not touching each other, they are going to be parallel lines. The second one, as you can see, it's creating like a cross which is going to be like this. These are known as intersecting lines. And the third one is going to be collinear lines, which means a single line having 3 points on it like this. That means they are collinear lines. As we have already seen in the previous video, linear means in a straight line like this. And now the important type of line that we need to know for our objective today is this, intersecting lines. Let's go ahead and let us now see what does the word vertically opposite angles mean. These angles are going to be intersecting lines, the ones that we just saw. They are going to have equal measure and they are going to be opposite angles. Now, let us see the first example. As you can see on this picture, you can see two intersecting lines. But here we can see they have given us the number 1, 2, 3 and 4 as different angles. As you can see, this is the first angle, this is the second, this is the third and this is the fourth. So you can see an intersecting line is going to give me 4 different types of angles. Now let us see which one is going to be vertically opposite. If you can see clearly, 1 and 3, which are at the opposite ends, are going to be vertically opposite angles. Also, the other part is going to be 2 and 4. 2 and 4, 1 and 3, they are going to be vertically opposite angles. As you can see, they are opposite to each other. They have intersecting lines and now also they are going to be equal in measure. The angles that are formed by the intersecting lines, they are equal in measure. Now this means that 1 is going to be equal to 3, 2 is going to be equal to 4. You can pause this video now to try to understand this much better. Let's come back and now we're going to see some more types. As you can see on the screen, the angles which are in green and yellow, they are the vertically opposite angles. As you can see, the ones that are in green or yellow, these particular kinds are going to be vertically opposite angles. You can see it's exactly having intersecting lines and they are at the opposite ends. That means they are vertically opposite angles. And now let us look at what they mean. Here we can see again, we can see two lines intersecting, and here they have given us A is equal to C and B is equal to D. This means the measure of A is going to be equal with C and B is going to be equal with D. Now let us go ahead. Before that, be very proud and happy for yourself because you have understood the basics of it vertically opposite angles. And now let us see a sum and we are going to solve it together. The question says find the values of A, B and C. If you can see the diagram clearly, it's not clear, but you can see the diagram where you can see 132 degrees. You can see A, B and C. They are telling us to find the measure, find the value of these three angles. They have given me one angle. Now let us see how we can do this. First, I know that the measure of one angle is 132. As I can see it on this picture clearly that the first angle is 132 degrees. Now, as we know, vertically opposite angles are equal. That means angle B is also going to be angle 132 degrees. The measure for both these angles is going to be the same because vertically opposite angles are equal. So, also as we know that two angles on a straight line, that means a linear pair, two angles on a straight line, two angles on a straight line is going to be 180 degrees. That means if I have two angles here, I can see this and this on a straight line, the total will be 180 degrees. If you saw the previous video, you would know that if two angles are on a straight line and if they are supplementary, it's going to be a linear pair and the sum for the angles is going to be 180. That means angle A and angle B is going to be 180 degrees. I already know angle B is 132 because of vertically opposite angles and now I'm trying to find the measurement for A. How will I know this? Since I have already seen B is 132, I can see that this is a straight line, right? Where I can see two angles are here. Two angles, A and B. I already know the measurement for B. I'm trying to find A. So let me see. Angle A plus 132 degrees, which is B, is equal to 180 degrees. So if I add these two values, I am going to get the total as 180. Now as we already know how to find this, I am going to take the number which is with the value that I have to find. I will take it on the other side, changing its sign. So 182 degree minus 132 degree. Since it was plus 132, now it's going to be minus 132. And now simply I'm going to solve it and I got my answer as 48 degrees. That means I have got B already, which was 132 because of vertically opposite angles. And now since this became a linear pair, I got the answer for A, which is 48 degrees. And now again, as we know, vertically opposite angles are equal. That means angle A is going to be equal to angle C. Now you can see the steps clearly where I actually found out the value of B first because of vertically opposite angles. Then I found the value of A because linear pair. And then again vertically opposite angles, I got the answer for C. That means the values are here. A is going to be 48, B is going to be 132, and C, because it's going to be equal to A, it's going to be 48 degrees. You can pause this video to write this in your notebook and try to understand this better. Let's come back, and now we are going to see another sum. The sum is on the screen. If you want, you can pause this video now to try this for yourself. Let's come back, and now we are going to solve this together. You can check your answer if you have tried to solve it. Now, here I know that the measure when one angle is 105 degrees. As I can see it here, I know that measure of one angle is going to be this. I need to find the others. Now, again, same steps. As we know vertically opposite angles are equal, I know that right now angle X is going to be equal to this one, which is going to be 105 degrees. Now, as we know that two angles on a straight line, that's a linear pair, the sum is going to be 180 degrees. This means angle X plus angle Y, the total is going to be 180 degrees. Now I will just put the value of X as 105 because I know I have found it. I will add angle Y, this one, because I found a linear pair, and the sum is going to be 180. Same way, anything with the value that I have to find goes on the other side, changing its sign. Since I can see there is no sign over here before this number, that means it's a plus sign, right? So if it's like this, I'm going to take it on the other side, and I will now make it minus 105 degrees. Now I will simply subtract, इसको minus करना है. So I will get the answer as 75 degrees. So now I have found out X already क्योंकि vertically opposite angles, and now because of linear pair I have also found the answer for Y, which is 75 degrees. Now as we know vertically opposite angles are always equal, I can now find the value of Z easily. That means the values are X is going to be 105 degrees, Y and Z both are going to be 75 degrees. Again, if you want to understand this, please pause this video. Try to learn it by yourself. If you can't understand, just try to read it and try to understand, please. And now, just want to give you a thumbs up for trying this difficult sum by yourself. And now just summarizing, what did we just learn? We saw about vertically opposite angles. First one, intersecting lines. How do they look like? They cross each other. Next, the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Third one, which is a very important point, is a linear pair will have the sum of 180 degree. That means you need to know these 3 points before solving any sum for vertically opposite angles. Now, just giving you one homework question so that you can try to solve this for yourself and find the answer. You can pause this video. And now, you are done with your class for today. Some questions to ask yourself. After watching this video, what did you learn about yourself? How was your experience? What did you like about your behavior? What can you do better? And do you have any doubts? Please reach out if you want to have any doubts, anything that you want to ask. Please reach out. That's it. Thank you for learning.